With Angel today. It's an early series of it, so let's do it. You know, I come across so many people who, and it's like they always bring their asses around me, or somehow I attract them, or they attract to me. You know, some of y'all gotta realize, a lot of you, your purpose come with an audience. Your purpose come with an audience. Your purpose come with people seeing you, because you are the instrument that they need to see to help them heal, to help them recover, to help them move on, whatever the case may be. You are the instrument that God is using to help the person. You know, before I put myself out there as an author, and even when I was younger, I used to always tell God, I don't want to be famous. I just put my lips on, so excuse me. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be well known. I want to be the person behind the scenes, right? And some of us have to realize that the calling on our life don't require you being behind the scene. It doesn't require you being hidden. It requires you being seen. How can you impact a person? How can you make a change if you're hidden? Gems don't hide. They stand out and they shine. Quit putting the stigma on you that you can't be seen because you don't want to be seen. Because there's something in you that's saying, oh, I don't need that validation. You're right. You don't need validation. But if your purpose requires you being seen, and that's the fulfilling of God's will on your life and your calling, then you must be seen, whether you want to or not. That's just like a preacher. A preacher can't sit up here and say, shit, sorry, y'all, I had to do it. But the preacher can't sit up here and say, shoot, I don't want to be seen. But your calling requires you ministering to a people, the body. A singer can't sit up here and say, I want to sing, knowing she has a voice that's going to heal and change, and say, I don't want to be seen. But your purpose requires you to serenade an audience of millions, of thousands to millions. So how can you say you don't want to be seen, but the purpose requires it? I say that to say that I come across so many people in conversation and so forth. Y'all are so talented, but your fear is what's keeping you from really living up to your purpose, your destiny. All because you don't want to be seen. Understand, purpose ain't about you. Purpose, you might say, what? No, baby, purpose ain't about you. Purpose is your purpose, your talent, your gift that God bestowed you with. It's not for you. It's for the people. It's for them. Jesus' miracle work wasn't for him. It was for the Father, true, but it was to help. It was to heal. He couldn't hold that gift to himself. So you got a purpose. You got a dream. You got a voice. You got a talent, a gift. Why do you feel you have to hold that in? What is triggering in that mind to make you say, I got to stay hidden? You know, if I would have stayed hidden with my gift, I wouldn't know how many women needed my book. I wouldn't know how many women needed the story of Betty, the story of Ruth, the story of Jenny, Valerie, all my characters. I wouldn't know if I stayed hidden. And another thing, when you run from purpose, so much stuff happens to where you gonna have to eventually step out there. Y'all know I didn't want to do these darn videos. God been telling me forever, Angel, I called you to be so much more than just a writer. You're a speaker. You're a mentor. You're going to help people write books because, you know, you've learned it. So if I acquire you with this wisdom, this knowledge, share it. I'm for real. Stop being afraid of your greater self. And that's all it is. Some of us are afraid of who we will become. So we're scared. You got to get over that fear, baby. You know, Candy said scared money don't make no money. And some of you are sitting you sit in, I want to say destitute, because you're not using the tool that God gave you to live. You don't have to be rich off your gift, but there's a fulfillment that comes with helping people. And there's a fulfillment that comes with using that gift that you love and not punching the clock for the rest of your life at a job that you hate. It's a fulfillment in that. Step out in that. Quit hiding. God, I had to sit down with myself. God has finally called me to stop hiding. Because I've been hiding. Because I don't feel everybody should have access to me. I don't feel everybody should know me. You may get a quote here and there, but I feel like to get close to me is like, I don't know, because I done dealt with so many enemies. Like when you are a person who you constantly deal with the wrong people, you just start being very protective of who you allow around you. I don't allow everybody around me. And honestly, I even got to a point with certain things I saw on my social media, baby, I had to start removing and deleting because energy is real. And people can affect your mood and your energy, negativity as well. And then some people like to have those mirror spirits. Well, how they feel about themselves, they try to mirror that on you, baby. No. I stopped posting. I stopped coming on my page because God is allowing me to sit with myself. My husband had some issues going on. I had to tend to my husband because I love my husband. And my family come before anything. This app, people, my husband and my kids is my biggest priority. But no, I ain't finna make this no longer than what it is. My thing is, y'all are some talented, gifted people. And you got to quit being afraid to get in front of people and showcase your gift. I don't understand sometimes. People call themselves an author, but don't want to be seen. And at that point, you're not an author if you don't want to be seen. It's just a hobby that you do for fun. So I feel like if you are a writer and you're not trying to go far with your work, take the title author off, because at this point, you're just writing. Title don't determine nothing, but at the end of the day, if you are writing to help someone, to heal someone, quit remaining hidden. It don't work like that if your purpose require you to be seen. Y'all quit trying to mirror what you feel about yourself on folks. Figure it out. Sit with yourself. See what you like. What do you love to do? So you can walk in your purpose. We all don't have the same purpose. Everybody called to do something different. Some are called to teach. Some are called to heal. Some are called to preach. Some are called to lead this country. And I pray the real ones who are going to do that really step up one day, because Lord, what we got now, I ain't going to get into that. But y'all, step into your purpose. If your purpose require you being seen, do it. You have to know when to step away. I'm going to bring up somebody y'all know. Y'all remember the group Salt and Pepper. Salt, okay? Even when you step into your purpose and your purpose require you being seen, Lord, my phone getting hot, god dog. You got to know when to step away for your peace. Because sometimes certain callings can be a lot on the mental. Sometimes you need a break from everybody. You need to step away from working all the time. It's for your mental health. It's for your well-being. You need to know when to say, I've had enough. I need a break. I need to step away. That's for your mental health. You got to know when to do that, okay? Salt and Pepper. Go back to Salt. Salt talked about how, I remember listening to her do an interview when they had their shows, one of them. She talked about how people in the entertainment industry, and keep in mind, this is an industry, right, where they have to be in front of people. She said some just don't know how to take a break, and that's what's wrong with them. You got to know when to say, okay, I need to rest my mind, my body. I need a break. You got to know when to say that. especially when you're in an industry that requires you to be in the public eye. That go for preacher, political figure, whatever. You got to know when to say, hey, I got to step away. I need a moment. Nothing wrong with that for your peace. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm doing that now. Matter of fact, the only reason I'm doing this video is because I keep seeing so many people downplay themselves by not wanting to be seen. And I'm going to say it again. Stop it. Your gift deserves the attention. You deserve to be seen. Overcome that fear. It's not validation. I don't understand that sometimes. Some people think, oh, she needs validation. She needs somebody. No, it's not. If it resonates, they're going to attract. That's another thing, too, with some of the damn content creators. Your audience, the people who are for you, are going to attract to you. They're going to attract to you. You ain't going to... I just told her like this. We were just doing an interview. Not everybody going to be your tea, baby. They're not. I'm not for everybody. You ain't for everybody. But who's meant for you is going to attract to you. They going to attract. That's divine. What's for you will be for you. What's not for you, baby, it's going to flee. Okay? Live in your purpose. Step out of that shell. Let that gem shine, baby. Trust me. You deserve to be seen. And whoever your purpose is for, whoever is meant to touch is going to touch. All right. Love y'all so much. Happy Wisdom Wednesday. Y'all do you. Take care of you. Love on you. Make time and spend time with your family. Because ain't nobody more important than your family, okay? Peace be with all y'all. Love y'all. I'm out. See y'all when I feel like coming back on this app. Probably next year, because I'm loving my peace right now. But y'all take care. And for those of you who rock with me, I'm out.